Never even talked to somebody, just want to just put him there, and here we go. Your name is?
Jack.
Jack, okay. Jack.
Yeah.
Listen, interesting week in politics.
Yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah, so did the NDP receive the kiss of death of getting Kelly Lamrock in there?
I don't think Kelly's a big asset to the NDP. I mean, he was at the cabinet table for...
Yeah, what's his name again?
Well, but I mean, the blame shouldn't be squarely on Sean Graham's shoulders. I think he's heroically taken the hit for everybody, but who was the Minister of Finance at the time? That's a very serious question. Who were the members of the cabinet table that participated in that decision? I think they all share some of the blame, mainly the Minister of Finance. But I don't understand Kelly's move, but I don't understand Kelly. So.
You understand Cardi to accept him?
I think Cardi has to get any success where he can find it, and so...
At any cost?
I don't think he really thought about it. I think that kind of just blew over his head, and it just kind of got by him, and now he's stuck with them, so... But he hasn't run him as a candidate anyway. But
he might run in a by-election in Ken Lamrock.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
He going to Ken Lamrock upstage Dominic Cardi. He can't keep his mouth shut.
Yeah. Upstage. I don't know. It's hard to say. Who knows.
So. After the report came out, Sean Graham left, which I predicted he had to go immediately. Is that a good thing?
Well, I think he did the right thing. It's a sad end. Sean could have been a lot better, but I think he was, exploited by a lot of people, and he just didn't have the experience under his belt, I think, to sort of resist those things. I mean, Justice Ryan's report was pretty damning, in terms of how that whole ACON deal went down. Probably didn't even really go far enough. I mean, really, it only talked about Sean Graham. But, the fact that they didn't have any paperwork done, didn't have an application filled out, and still remained able to score $50 million is beyond the pale. It's hard to understand it, but...
Can the Liberal come out of this? In 10 years from now? 20 years?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Will the Brunswickers forget?
Well, I mean, they forget and they don't forget. It sort of becomes a sort of a reference point, something that people refer back to. By Sean sort of resigning, it's a little bit of a sideshow that it was a conflict of interest decision, I think, in the sense of just straight to the whole foundation of the idea of itself. Sean basically took 100% of the hit for himself, which was very, for the Liberal Party's sake, I suppose, good of him. He didn't bring anybody down with him. He just went, and I respect him for it. But I don't respect his decision in the first place.
Do you think if the Liberals don't screw up, the Conservatives don't screw up the next 18 months, Elwood will be re-elected, no problem?
It's not that I want Allward to be re-elected necessarily, but I do think he's managed to get across the idea that between him and Blaine Higgs, he's articulated New Brunswick's position fairly well. We're in a debt crisis, we're in a spending crisis, a revenue crisis, and it's not good. And however, the path that he's going down is probably a very, very frightening path. I don't think there's any potential for shale gas to provide anywhere near the financial revenue that anybody's talking about. Frank McKenna said, I think, that it would wipe out New Brunswick State and turn us into a have province.
That's bullshit.
Well, it's not only that, but really theoretically, it should have set the shale gas movement back by about 5 years, because really for vice president of a major national bank to come down and say the figures are only on the back of an envelope, and but you should dive into this and there shouldn't be any debate. All sides should be on board with this, and this is going to be the B end. And
Robert Jones strained that.
Yeah, Robert Jones did a great job on it.
Yeah.
So to me, it doesn't add up, and I don't think it adds up. And the dangers of shale gas are being minimized.
No use talking about it. Intelligent people like me and you knows it's not good.
Well,
it's not
the thing
good.
is like, as I was saying to somebody, if you did the arithmetic and sort of said, how many shale gas wells would we need to wipe out New Brunswick's debt? I think we'd probably all need a well in our backyard.
Yeah.
And
destroy the environment forever and ever and ever.
That is certainly the potential danger.
Yeah.
So
not potential. Not potential. Sorry. Not potential. That's a fact.
Well,
the minute you start digging and put thousands of tons of chemicals down the ground, you can't get it back out.
Well,
it's there
when you have
forever.
two theories clashing, the word potential seems appropriate.
Yeah.
But
I'm French, so what the hell do I know?
No, but the thing is that, here you've got a major bank. Frank's not just the former premier of New Brunswick. He's the vice president of the Toronto Dominion Bank. And, really when a vice president of Toronto Dominion Bank has come into one of the most financially challenged provinces and saying, you got to be doing shale gas or you're going down the tubes, which was tantamount to what he was saying,
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
right.
It's very disconcerting, I think, to say, wow, really? No research on this? How much research have you done on the dangers of it? The people who are against shale gas have a lot of information. They have films, they have research, they have spokespeople, and the spokespeople for the side of the shale gas are the stakeholders, the bankers, the oil men, and the gas men, and all that, and they're promising. You know what it reminded me of? The Simpsons, selling a monorail.
Hey, that's so well said. We'll leave it at that. Thank you.